2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Wow. Yeah, golf clap. Really good. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Solid par putt, that. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
They've decided to club up.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
So far, so good.
And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, but they're now ahead of their rival. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Currently 1 under for the round.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The par 3 4th at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right. Requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Oh, just missed. An opportunity to make a par here.
On a nice line.
And there it is. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The fifth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Playing this shot from around 120 yards. Just a couple back from our leader. Getting ready to play their third. Just 2 shots behind. And he needs this to save par. And there it is. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The sixth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
They got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Sitting at 1 under the card, trying to crack into the top 10. Didn't that look good for a long time? And he needs this to save par.
It's a common fault in putting. Pulled it slightly.
Let's try and make this one. And only drop the one shot.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if you can bounce back.
The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Not their best stroke. Seem to have pulled that one.
Okay, that hole's behind you now. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
Opting for the 5-iron. Outstanding approach shot.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 3rd place.
Okay, let's get back to the action.
A spot in the top 20 awaits if they can make this putt.
Be the ball, Danny. No. Oh, well played. And that will take him to 1 under. Well, I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And this putt to move into the top 10.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
He's in a share of 7th place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards, and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
And he's hit that inside the range. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's return to live play now. This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Now, with any luck, they can hold this and manage to leave Xander Schauffele behind. Get some momentum here.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The 12 for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Handy effort, that one.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. To the top 5 he goes. Currently at -3 for the event.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Second shot here on the 13th. Just needs this one to kick right. Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
Absolutely, Luke. Trailing by 2, you can tie the lead if should they make the putt.
Just didn't drop. Good opportunity here to move into a tie for third.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Just one off the lead after that hole.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
A wonderful shot into 14 and sets up another look at birdie.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 5 under. He's currently tied for second.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make the birdie. This one should find the rough.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here.
This would be a great up and down. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
Got to try and save the par here.
The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Currently has a share of second place. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Going with the 8-iron here. Let's finish with the flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
This is on a stupendous line.
What an excellent time to make a big putt like that.
Was ein
And you
Ding.
bet their rival knows just
Ja.
what happened.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale's an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. Not bad. Sitting at -6.
Currently tied atop the leaderboard.
That's a good-looking shot there. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Wonderful shot. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
I like it. He's feeling it.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the church pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Needs this one to kick right.
That's not the shot they're after.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
If you need any inspiration, Bob Tway once holed out of the bunker to win a major. And now with this to win the WM Open.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Fucking get on this.
Oh no, that's a heartbreaker.
And Luke, they need this putt now to force a playoff.
This putt is for a score of 65.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Oh no. There it, oh Rich, what could have been? This player's going to miss out on a playoff by a single shot.
Luke, what a difficult situation is for this player. So close and yet wasn't able to get it done. That's going to leave a bad taste in this player's mouth.
And what an absolute shame that is, Rich. The win looked like it was in the bag too.
Absolute meltdown of epic proportions. Hopefully they can learn from it, but it was painful to watch, and I'm sure it's going to be painful for that player for a while.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Second shot here on the first. They get a little ground draw here. That was special. Putting for eagle here. Oh, so close. 9 feet to the cup. Oh, that's frustrating. Par putt coming up here. He's currently tied for 15th. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Ouch, that hurts. A par putt awaits. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player. Really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
And here we are with the third shot. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Currently 1 under for the event. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Good putt, that. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Nice out the rough here. I think that ugly lie really affected them on that shot. Not a surprising result, really.
How close was that to going down? Time now for the 4th shot. Just 3 strokes back. Five feet coming up to the cup. I like the look of this. That's a good putt to hold for a bogey. The Englishman Justin Rose currently leading this tournament, playing nicely on top. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
And here we are with their 4th. 5 strokes behind our leader. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
It was on a good line. This next putt
for double bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This shot from 120 yards. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Ooh, right by the hole. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Nice line. And that putt just was never hit hard enough.
I hate to use the word choke, Luke, but that's exactly what happened there. A flat out choke.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. Justin Rose currently on top of the leaderboard here. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Got some good distance on that one. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. They've held it. That's very gutsy.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
Great drive. Let's hope that makes it all the way to the surface. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Oh, what a super shot. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. That was a gallant attempt. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Two big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
I think he's pulled this one. And this putt to move into the top 20. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke. Going and going and going.
Even for the day. Going with the 5-iron here.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the pace. What's in front of them, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Okay, steady now. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. There it is. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Even for the day. Oh, well, that shot took some serious skill. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Reached the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks to be a tad wayward. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Okay, time to return to the action. And here we are with the 3rd shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par.
Just didn't drop. Bogey putt coming up here. Ah, the dreaded pull. Always disappointing on the greens. That hole's done.
Richtiger Scheiß Golfkurs ist das.
John Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Zu kurz.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
Zu kurz.
Ooh. And this one is for bogey. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Currently at 4 over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
This one's dialed in. That did everything but drop. Well, that's going to sting. Back-to-back bogeys at the wrong time.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Schlechteste Runde ever hier.
John Rahm, your leader, as we head to the next hole. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Yeah, that one's looking good. Oh, tidy looking shot that.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Good look at birdie. Looking good. A well hold. You'll take the birdie. And this is a familiar sight. John Rahm leads this tournament. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Getting ready to play their third. Lovely effort that. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet. This is their look at birdie.
Yeah, I think he pulled that one. Pretty obvious, actually. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. The Spaniard, John Rahm, currently on top of this one. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Yeah, that one will play. This shot from about 190 yards out. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. That's a touch of close.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And that's how he signs off on this event.
Well,
Well, I'm sure that wasn't what this player had in mind for this event, but hopefully there's something better in their immediate future.
Yeah, that is putting it very gently there, Luke. Not very much happening at all in this player's game this week.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.